Hi, this is Richard Quack coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video. And in today's session, I would like to talk about marketing. And the topic is how to do a Facebook Live effectively. Okay. Now, I think that I'm qualified to talk about this because I've been doing Facebook Live for about 3 years now. All right. And previously, I was doing 6 times a week. Now, because of time constraint, as also I find the effectiveness is better with lesser, so I'm doing 2 times a week. That's all. All right. So my Facebook Live at the moment is on Monday and also on Friday, like today. Okay. So basically, like I say, this is a very important topic because I believe that a lot of people are not able to do a Facebook Live because of a lot of misunderstanding and most of all because of fear as well. Okay, so I'm here to encourage you to give you some information on it. Now, of course, due to the time limit, I'm not going to be able to share with you a lot of things, but I hope that what I'm going to share with you today will be able to highlight to you some of the things that can help and guide you to have a Facebook Live, to do a Facebook Live effectively. Okay, now, before I start, this is only my opinion. As usual, take it with a pinch of salt. And if you think that it is useful, you're always, welcome to make use of it. But if you think that it is not of use to you, you can discard it. Okay, there's no problem with me. Okay, so let's begin then. Now, what is a Facebook Live? Facebook Live is actually live streaming. All right, it is live streaming. Now, if you see outside there, especially programs TV program and so on, whereby they live stream the thing. Okay, but of course, people like those famous broadcaster and so on, they have a TV channel to support them. All right, but here you have Facebook to support you, so you can make use of it. Okay, you can make use of it, even though you are not having a big TV channel behind you to support you. You have Facebook. You can use the platform to do a live and a streaming as well. So Facebook Live is actually a streaming that is provided by Facebook. Okay, and it is free. It is free. Okay, now that is what Facebook Live is. All right, streaming. That means when I'm talking here, it is live. All right, you are watching me live. Of course, if you watch it after the recording, after the live, then it's a recorded version as well. Okay, so basically, why is it necessary for you to do a Facebook Live? I think it's so important to do a Facebook Live because in marketing, especially in social media like Facebook, all right, branding is very, very important. You need to brand yourself. You need to let people know about you as an influencer, as a expert on certain things, all right, on what we're going to talk about. So basically, branding is important because people buy not only products or services, they buy the brand. So branding is important. Doing a Facebook Live is actually branding. Okay. Now the other thing is that in social media marketing, providing massive value is important. Providing massive value. So by doing a Facebook Live, you are providing value to people free of charge. And I've been doing this Facebook Live for, 3 years, and I don't charge a single fee at all. And basically, I think that is of value to people. People are interested. They can learn something from here. Like today, they can learn how to do a Facebook Live. Okay, so it is important that you provide value. So basically, there are two things why you should be doing a Facebook Live. Number one, to brand yourself, all right, as an authority, as an expert, as an influencer. Number two is to provide massive value to people. When you provide massive value, then people will follow you, and people will like you, and people will trust you. Okay, so remember that in marketing, people will buy from people they know, they like, and trust. All right, so you need to brand yourself. Now, let me go through what you need to do a Facebook Live. Okay, here we're going to through the actual Facebook Live itself. What do you need? Number one, you can use handphone, all right, handphone, or you can use a computer. So let's talk about handphone first. Previously, I was using handphone, all right. If you want to use handphone, then of course you need to have a handphone, right? And then you need to have a stand, all right, so that you can put the what do you call it? You can support your your mobile phone, right? So you need a stand, and also you need a mic. Okay, a wireless mic like this, all right, a wireless mic, something like this, whereby you can use it, clip it to yourself, to your collar, and then basically can use it, all right. And of course, you also need to have proper lighting as well. Okay, you need to have proper lighting. And what I have in my room here, I have a ring light, the round light, which is very useful. Okay, you can get that as well. I'm sure you can get it in Amazon or any of the shop outside there. It's called a ring light, all right. And that is for lighting. Okay, those are the few things that you need. You don't need to have a lot of equipment whatsoever. Okay, so you need a handphone, you need a stand, you need a mic, and you need lighting. All right, and so on. And the other thing that you need is a webcam. If you are using a mic, then you don't. You're using a handphone, you don't need a mic because the handphone has got its own mic there. Now, the other way to do it, which I'm doing now, is using your computer, your PC. All right. So you can use your PC here. All right, your computer. And if you use a computer, you need to have a webcam. All right. And I would recommend that you get a good webcam. And I'm using here a webcam that is Logitech. Logitech is a good one, all right? And I don't have a mic because Logitech itself has got a mic that in front of me here. When I speak, it will catch you. You can hear me properly, right? So that is actually, I'm not using an external mic. It is all with the webcam. It comes along with the webcam, all right? So basically, you can use Logitech, which is good. You need a webcam as well. And the other thing is important is when you use a computer, all right, the advantage is that you can use a software called StreamYard. Now I'm using the software called StreamYard. Now, StreamYard actually is free, all right? It is free to use. You can go to StreamYard.com. All right? It's free to use, but the free version, of course, you have StreamYard logo there, and of course, there are certain restrictions and so on, all right? But for me, I have a paid version, which I pay, I think, $25 a month, whereby, there's no logo, and there are other things I can do, and the most important thing is, when I stream, I can stream it to Facebook, to my profile page. I can stream it to YouTube as well. So at the same time, when you do one Facebook Live, it will be streamed to Facebook. It will stream to YouTube. In fact, I stream to 2 of my YouTube channels. All right, so you don't waste time. So last time when I do it, I got to record it. And after that, I did it and then post it to YouTube. Today, I don't have to anymore. I just do one one live session, and it will be streamed to 2 of my YouTube channel and also to my Facebook profile page. So basically, it's very useful, $25 a month. I know that there's some fee, but consider this as an investment, okay? Now, for those who are interested to get the StreamYard, okay, you can message me for a link because I can provide you a link whereby you can get, I think, $15 credit for that, all right? $15 credit. They provide $15 credit. But if you want to try it out, you don't have to pay for it. I will give you the link, and then you can try it for free. And if you need to upgrade next time, just you get a $15 credit for it. Okay, so StreamYard is very useful. In fact, a lot of people are now using StreamYard. In fact, you can see my background there, right? My background there. Actually, this background, I'm using green screen. They have a green screen as well, whereby I've got green screen behind me, and the picture background, I select any nice picture I want. All right, and it appears very nicely. Okay, so that is what StreamYard allow you to do as well. And I can share my desktop as well. I can share my desktop as well. There are a lot of things that you can do with StreamYard. Okay, so basically you can test it out first. Use it as free version. In fact, Nancy, my wife, is using the free version, which is good enough. All right, it's good enough, and I tell you, it's very useful. Okay, but you need to have some learning curve as well. You got to learn about it. So you can do your Facebook Live, number one, by using what's called your mobile phone. If you're using your mobile phone, remember, don't use it vertical. Use it horizontal. Okay, horizontal, because it looks better. Horizontal, vertical, it doesn't look that good. It's small. All right. So do a vertical one if you're using your handphone. But today, what I do is that I'm using StreamYard, so I'm using my computer in front of me, very easy, okay, very easy to use. So I recommend that if you want to do it, you can use StreamYard, okay? And as I said again, if you want the link from me to get a $15 credit, you can message me, okay, in Facebook. Now, preparation, let's talk about preparation. Everything is all up to preparation, right? You cannot just go and do a Facebook Live because it's a live event. So you got to prepare as well. So what I normally do is I I will make notes of the topic. Like today, I'm talking about how to do a Facebook Live effectively. I got a note in front of me, which is by the side of my screen here, which I can read from there, which is very easy, right? So I have a notepad whereby I put some points on it, which I need to prepare beforehand. And what I do is that I will keep the notepad whereby in the future, I just need to repeat it. I don't have to go through and redo the whole thing again, right? After a while, you can repeat the what called the topic again, all right? You can repeat the topic again. So what you can do, the notepad, you save it, because next time you don't have to redo the notes again, all right? So it's very useful for you to put it on notepad, and when it is on notepad, you can open up the notepad beside, all right? When you open the computer screen, of course, there is a screen there you can see, but by the side there, you can put the notepad there, whereby you can read the notes as well, okay? So that's important. Notes is very important, so you got to prepare the notes for the topic that you want to talk about, okay? The other thing is that you got to practice as well. Beside the note, before you go live, you got to practice, get familiar with it as well. It's very important. Preparation is so important, or else you fumble, all right? Or else you fumble. So you got to prepare yourself as well. Talk to yourself. Go through the notes, and make sure that you understand what you're going to talk about. So you need to practice, okay? Remember, you need to practice. And the last thing here, I believe that, you got to be excited about it. You got to talk with excitement. You look at the way I talk with excitement. I'm not talking, so boring. People don't like it when you don't talk it with excitement, all right? So talk with excitement. That's very important. You mean it's a very important point. Can you do it yet? Everybody can, make up yourself, psych up yourself to be excited. Talk with excitement, all right? So preparation is important. Notes, practice, and with excitement. Okay, now let's talk about the structure. How do you structure it? Okay, how do you structure it? Now, how you structure it is basically, I believe that there are 3 parts to it. Number 1 is introduction. Remember the beginning part, I always introduce myself. This is Richard Quek coming to you live from Malaysia. Welcome to my live video and so on. So introduce yourself, who you are, where you come from, and so on. Don't have to be a long introduction. Then come the next part is the gist of it. Okay, which is the gist of it? This is the teaching. What I'm doing now, the teaching part of it. All right, the points and so on. And basically, you need not be an expert on what you're going to talk about. Sometimes you can go and prepare, get notes from somewhere else, and then prepare it and come and talk. Okay, you need not know everything. Okay, now the last part is the third part is the CTA, or the call to action. If you recall, every time at the end of my Facebook Live, I always thank the audience for attending my Facebook, for attending my live video, and then I also tell them, if you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. That is call to action. Asking them to take action. Okay, so you need to have a call to action as well. All right, call to action. Now, Facebook Live, I know it's not easy for a lot of people to do, but you need to practice. I was also, when I first started, it was not easy for me to tell the truth. I can talk in front of thousands of crowd in front of me, all right? But to do a live is not easy, talking in front of the computer or a webcam, there's no audience, nothing. So it's not easy at all, and it's live. So basically, it's not easy, but you need to get used to it, all right? As usual, practice is what makes perfect, all right? Repetition is the mother of skill. Okay, so basically, I believe that everyone can do it. I know it's just that sometimes people are fearful. I can't speak that well. I don't have much knowledge. All are BS. All right, you can always overcome all those and get used to it. All right. Now, do we make mistakes? Yeah, me as well. I've been doing over 3 years now, but I still do make mistakes sometimes. Okay, so what do you do when you make mistake? Don't panic. Okay, don't get panicky about it. Don't worry about it. Just continue as if nothing happened. I mean, mistake is normal, right? Especially when you're doing a live event like that. Sometimes you make mistake, but just move on, all right? Ignore it as if nothing happened. Can you do that? I mean, just move on. That's it. Don't panic and then say sorry or whatever. No. Just ignore it and just move on. That's all. Okay. So we do mistake, even though I've been doing for so long, I still do make mistakes sometimes. Sometimes I do make mistake as well. Okay. Now, the other thing is, how often do you do a Facebook Live? That's very important. I said initially I do 6 times a week. 6 times a week, which is of course very tiring. I got to do the preparation for the things I want to talk about. I got to practice it and so on. So to me, I will recommend that you do 1 to 3 times a week. That's all. Like now, I'm doing 2 times a week. That's all, which I think is adequate. If you do too many times, also people don't have the time to follow you, and view your Facebook Live as well. And I know for me as well, most of the people, they don't see the live, they see the recorded version. All right, but it does not matter whether it's live or recorded version, because they are still watching, getting value from what I'm talking about here. Okay, so I will recommend 1 to 3 times a week. If you want to do Facebook Live, 1 to 3 times a week. And how long? Well, it depends on you, right? It depends on you. Facebook Live do not have to be too long. It doesn't matter. It don't have to be too short as well. If you can do 2 minutes, 3 minutes is good enough. All right, but mine, of course, I'm talking a lot of points. Sometimes I can talk for more than 15, 20 minutes and so on, right? But if you are new, well, you can talk even 2 minutes or 3 minutes is good enough. You can start with 2 or 3 minutes, that's all. Introduce yourself and talk about a few points, that's all. Okay? So, 1 to 3 times a week. And the other thing is that fix the time and the day. Remember? Fix the time and the day. Like myself, 2 times a week, I have on Monday and Friday. Okay? Monday and Friday. And Malaysia time, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. on Monday and 10 p.m. on Friday. So, fix the time so that people get familiar with you, all right, with your live event and so on. Okay, and the other thing is that if you notice, for me, about half an hour or 1 hour before I go live, I will post an image there to inform people about my life. I mean, it's important, all right, to let people know, to remind them about the live you're doing. Okay, so that's what I do. If you notice, before my live, you can see I post an image announcement of my Facebook Live. What is the topic like? What's the time like? So it's important to inform people, because most people will not remember, right? But you want them to get familiar with your live event. Okay, so fixed time, fixed days, and then the other thing, you can do your Facebook Live, all right, either on your profile page or on your fan page. All right, either on your profile page or your profile fan page or your profile page. Well, for me, I prefer to do on my profile page, and also, like I say, I do it simultaneously, also stream to my YouTube channel. I got 2 YouTube channels, which now the live is going to my Facebook profile and also to my 2 YouTube channel. I mean, it saves a lot of time, right? I pay $25 a month, and I do 2 times a week. That means 8 times a month, about 8 times a month. Well, it's okay. It's quite reasonable. If you want to do business, I mean, you got to invest some money, all right? So don't think about, $25 a month, Richard, is quite expensive. Well, if you want to do business, consider it as a cost of doing a business, okay? So basically, YouTube channel, you need to have, of course, the upgraded version, all right? Which is about $25 a month, if I'm not mistaken. But start with a free version. Get used to it first. Are you with me? And for your information, if you are stuck, you got any question, I'm here to help you. Okay, I'm here to help you. So you can message me and ask me questions that if you get stuck with how to use StreamYard. Are you with me? So that's how you should take it. All right. Now, what I can advise you is that just do it. That's right. Some people say, "Oh, Richard, it's so difficult. I don't think I can speak in front of the webcam." So, hey, my friend, I was like you as well, but I started it. All right. I wanted to start many, many years ago, but I couldn't get myself to do it. All right. Until my wife started first. She beat me to it. So after that, I thought to myself, I have to do it as well. So I started doing. So now it's been about 3 years. Okay. So just do it. Don't care. And like I said, practice makes perfect. Okay, practice makes perfect. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. All right, let me summarize for you. Basically, what you call the topic is, how to do your Facebook Live effectively, and why. The reason is, of course, because branding and to provide value. All right, you can use your handphone, okay, or you can use your computer. And if you use the computer, I will recommend that you use StreamYard, the software. All right, it's an online software, and it is free. Okay. The other thing is that you need to be prepared. Preparation is important. Preparation in terms of making your notes. You practice and talk with excitement. All right. The structure, the intro, the teaching part, and the call to action. What happened? You make mistake? Don't worry. Just go on. Right. Just ignore it. It is normal. People make mistake. You may be an expert at it, you think, but you still make mistakes sometime. All right. How often? Well, 1 to 3 times a week. Fix the time, fix the day. You can do on your Facebook profile page or your fan page. And also, if you are using the upgraded version of StreamYard, you can push it to your channel as well. Okay. And finally, just do it. That's it. Just do it. All right. So I hope that you learned something here. I think this is a very important topic because a lot of people are not doing Facebook Live. I don't know why they fear to do a Facebook. Start with 2 minutes or even 1 minute. It's okay. Okay. Just start about, talking about what you're doing today, and so on. Don't even have to teach. All right. Start somewhere to get yourself comfortable with it. All right. So I hope that you learned something. If you like what you hear and see, as usual, like, share, and to comment. Okay. So that's all my sharing for today. And in Malaysia, it is Friday today. So I wish you a happy weekend. Okay. And I'll see you for another session on Monday. Okay. So this is Richard Quek coming to you from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.